Last week, the Trudeau government trumpeted improvements to their so-called new independent, nonpartisan Senate appointment process. Applications are now open year-round, and you can apply on their website. You can nominate yourself, you can nominate your buddies, and special interest groups can nominate their people. They say applicants will be reviewed by supposedly nonpartisan, independent Senate advisory panels, one for each province or territory. The problem is, every position on every single Senate advisory panel is vacant, except for the federal chair, Huguette Labelle. Those must be some very lonely meetings. The Trudeau government claims to have an open and transparent Senate appointment process. In fact, 28 out of 29 positions are so transparent, they're invisible. 10 days ago, the Prime Minister advised us that we have 2 new Senate colleagues from Ontario. Who were the panelists for those Senate selections, other than Ms. Labelle and Gerry Butts?
Senator Harder.
Gerry Butts is not a member of the panel.
Senator Batters.
Yes, we'll wait to hear who the other panelists were. The Trudeau government's 28-month track record on federal appointments is abysmal. The government has neglected to fill 600 federal government appointments, a new record, including 63 crucial judicial vacancies. Boards with essential roles, like the Immigration and Refugee Boards, can't function without members. Meanwhile, last week's government press release on Senate appointments states, quote, "For the next applications review cycle, the Independent Advisory Board will review applications that are submitted by April 3rd, 2018. Quote, that's 1 month from now. The Trudeau government has a failed record on filling appointments. Only 1 out of 29 Senate advisory panelists is even in place right now. Why does this Liberal government continue to make promises it knows it can't keep?
Senator Harder.
Let me try to parse out the questions and respond. There are a number of jurisdictions in Canada in which Senate vacancies have only recently come about, and those jurisdictions will have to establish the advisory panel, and premiers, as honourable senators will know, are part, at least if they wish, to be part of the nominating process for the independent panels that are provincially based or territorially based. That process, I understand, is underway, so that the commitments being made with respect to the time frame can be respected. That's with respect to the independent process for Senate appointments, and I know that my colleagues in this place who are part of that process would take issue with your suggestion that it is a partisan process. With regard to the judiciary appointments, this government made a commitment with respect to ensuring diversity, not only in the appointments that it made, but in the process of the appointments, and therefore took some time to reestablish the advisory panels again in various jurisdictions to ensure that the advisory panels themselves reflected the diversity that the government wished appointments to reflect. I'm happy to report, as I have on other occasions, that that is exactly what has happened.